Huh.
I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offered explanations for what they're doing.
Yeah, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If we try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces them.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
Welcome, I am Melina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What do you do here, Melina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Melina,
Yes, Shaira?
send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, of course, mistress. Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Maybe later.
If I have time, I'll speak with her.
Well, don't wait too long. I wouldn't want you to miss this opportunity. She'll be waiting upstairs if you choose to go. The consort still awaits your visit.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible. An hour here is better than a year on leave. If only I could afford to come more often. No questions now. I'm trying to relax. I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
This is my first time. I can't believe I'd even come sooner. I'd spend all day here if I could. Isn't this place terrific? This is the most relaxed I've been in days. This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you. Please, relax and enjoy yourself. Human military? You'll enjoy it here, I think. At ease, officer. This is a place of peace. Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth. The consort is a wonderful person. She has quite a gift. You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
We'll make the consort wait for us. Is this where we came from? No, we came from the other side. Right? Yep. Okay.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic. Don't you just love it here? There's so much to see and do. The ambassadors here are very respectful, except for that Bolus. I've met the most interesting people since I started working here. I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Wait, what did I get from this computer?
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you. Ah, you humans are a wonderful sight here on the Citadel. It is good to see you, human. I sincerely hope you enjoy your time here. I certainly hope the other inhabitants are treating you well, human. Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
After the Rachni War, the quick-breathing Krogan expanded at the expense of their neighbors. Warlords leveraged their veteran soldiers to seize living space while the council races were still grateful. Over centuries, the Krogan conquered world after world. There was always just one more needed. When the council finally demanded withdrawal from the Asari colony of Lesia, Krogan overlord Kredak stormed off the Citadel, daring the council to take their worlds back. But the council had taken precautions. The finest STG operators and Asari huntresses had been drafted into a covert observation force, the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. The Spectres opened the war with crippling strategic strikes. Krogan planets went dark as computer viruses flooded the extranet. Sabotage antimatter refineries disappeared in blue-white annihilation. Headquarters stations shattered into orbit, clogging debris, rammed by pre-placed suicide freighters. Still, this only delayed the inevitable. The war would have been lost if not for the first contact with the Turians, who responded to Krogan threats with a prompt declaration of war. Being on the far side of Krogan space from the Council, the Turians advanced rapidly into the lightly defended Krogan areas. The Krogan responded by dropping space stations and asteroids on Turian colonies. 3 worlds were rendered completely uninhabitable. This was precisely the wrong approach to take with the Turians. Each is first and foremost a public servant, willing to risk his life to protect his comrades, rather than increasing public war wariness. Krogan tactics stiffened Turian resolve. The arrival of Turian task forces saved many worlds from the warlords' marauding fleets. But it took development of the genophage bioweapon to end the war. There were decades of unrest afterwards. Rogue warlords and holdout groups of insurgents refused to surrender, or disappeared into the frontier systems to become pirates. Oh, I haven't read this one too. These diplomatic talks occurred in the wake of the Krogan rebellion as a response to the destruction of the conflict in an attempt to distance the Council from the brutal Krogan warfare. The conventions regulate the use of weapons of mass destruction. A WMD causes environmental alteration to a world. A bomb that produces a large crater is not considered a WMD. A bomb that causes a nuclear winter is. Use of WMD is forbidden on garden worlds like Earth, with ecospheres that can readily support a population. If a habitable world is destroyed, it will not be replaced for millions of years. The conventions do not prevent the use of WMD in hostile worlds or in sealed space station environments. Many militaries continue to develop and maintain stockpiles. The conventions graded weapons of mass destruction into tiers of concern. Tier 1 is the greatest threat to galactic peace. Large kinetic impactors such as asteroid drops or deorbiting space stations, effectively free and available in any system in the form of debris left over from planetary accretion. Kinetic impactors are the weapon of choice for terrorists and third galaxy nations. Tier 2, uncontrolled self-replicating weapons such as nanotechnology, viral or bacteriological organisms, von Neumann devices, and destructive computer viruses. These weapons can lie dormant for millennia, waiting for a careless visitor to carry them to another world. Large energy burst weapons such as nuclear antimatter warheads. Tier 4, alien species deliberately introduced to crowd out native forms necessary for the health of an ecosystem. Ecological tampering can take years to bear fruit, making it difficult to prove. There's some more. Oh. Treaty of Phyrexian. Due to the destructive potential of dreadnoughts, the Council races agreed at the Phyrexian Naval Conference to fix a ratio of dreadnought construction between themselves. At the top of the pyramid is the peacekeeping Turian fleet. Below the Turians are the other Council races, currently the Asari and Solarians. Council associate races are at the bottom. The Human System Alliance is part of this last group. The ratio of Turian to Council to associate dreadnought is 5 to 3 to 1. For every dreadnought humans are permitted to build, the Asari have 3, and the Turians have 5. So why are we not all speaking Turian language?
The Elcor are a Citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna. The Hanar are a Citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have two names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical, so instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kajay, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
I guess we
The
can
folk,
just
the Hanar,
assume that it's a translator that's translating everything into English, but then that doesn't explain their accents and shit.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were though now extinct, the Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system and encountered something never seen before or since, a species of spacefaring insects guided by a hive mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the Rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the hive queens that guided the race from beneath the surface of their toxic home world. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars. Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogan were able to strike at the queens in their lairs and reclaim conquered council worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworld, the Rachni refused to surrender, and the Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy.
Where was I going? Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive the transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us, few would tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking Ida cluster. Only as one body can, we right the wrongs done to our kind.
Sure is peaceful here.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
Tell me about your investigation into Sarah.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres, they'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
What did he say? He said, I missed the part. I'm thinking it's time to think about this one.
Absolutely. The only thing that matters is accomplishing the task.
Maybe. But I've never had to cross that line to get the job done. Never.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
I don't like the way this hair looks from the back. It's just really horrid. Citadel Security is a volunteer police service answering to the Citadel Council. The 200,000 constables of CSEC are responsible for maintaining public order in the densely populated Citadel. They also provide pirate suppression, customs enforcement, and search and rescue throughout the Citadel cluster. CSEC has 6 divisions: enforcement, uniformed officers who patrol the Citadel and respond to emergencies; investigation, detectives who puzzle out the truth behind crimes and bring perpetrators to justice; customs screens the thousands of passengers and cargo containers that pass through the Citadel's ports every day; network deals with cybercrimes like identity and copyright theft, hacking and viral attacks, and illegal artificial intelligence; special response deals with hostage situations, bombs, and heavily armed criminals. In the unlikely event that attackers board the Citadel, there are also the front line in defense, armed with military-grade equipment, patrol, naval arm, and ships stationed throughout the Citadel cluster. Unlike the other divisions, they are rarely seen at the Citadel, nor do they stay in one place long. Joining CSEC is prestigious. Applications must be sponsored by a Citadel counselor or the ambassador of an associate council race. Generally, applicants have many years of distinguished service in the military or police forces of their nation. But an inexperienced applicant with demonstrative talent will be fairly considered. CSEC and the Spectres are often at odds. Many CSEC members, notably current executive Valerie Palin, believe that allowing specters to be above the law is a dangerous practice. The actions of Saren Arterius lend credence to this position. The specters, in turn, are aggravated when C-Tech's dedication to procedure and due process hampers their investigations. You have to do everything, but only for a good cause. Or for a just cause, I guess.
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around. You have to be tough with these aliens. They won't respect you otherwise. It's good to see another human face around here. If I have to listen to another Hanar take 20 minutes to say the simplest thing, I think I'll scream. This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy. I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she would. She'd be talked at the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too. What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is. Commander, good to see you again.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
You know who I am?
Your arrival created a bigger than average stir among the diplomats and hangers-on around here. There's always something new happening around here. I could fill you in on some points of interest if you'd like.
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies, not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
What is Shaira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
Ashley. So I guess I don't think you can sell your items for credit, so you can only reduce them to Omni Gels. How come he can't wear this? Medium armor. Wards. Oh. I guess we better talk to the to Shaira. There's an old lady here. Hey, Leon. Alright, how are you? You just got back from your interview? How did it go? It's a real early morning interview, huh? Better than you thought. That's good. What are you applying for?
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel.
I don't like people spying on me.
I apologize, Commander. I make it my business to know when important people arrive on the station. Many of them become clients. But that is not why I asked you here. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Tell me about this problem you're having.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Cora's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
A dealership had an opening for a service department cashier. Oh. Well, good luck. Sounds like you might get that. But they wound up offering you a service advisor position? Oh, that's nice. Nice. Yoshi, it's not time yet, baby. You gotta wait 30 minutes, okay? 30 minutes, my love. Oh, you need to go out and go pee-pee. Come on, let's go pee-pee. Be right back. Over here. Over here. Go ahead. Gotta go back out later and submit your drug test for them. They're trying to get me working by next week. Oh, yeah, you got it. If they send you to a drug test, then you got it. Because they have to pay for that, so they don't just send people to do that if they don't want you, you know? Congrats. I mean, assuming that you didn't do cocaine last night.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
But you have early days and weekends off. Oh, nice.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful. Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Please, Commander. I ask that you return to me only after you have spoken with Septimus.
This sex pod, though.
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
That's understandable. Many are a little unsure what to expect their first time.
Don't get me wrong. I've only heard good things about the consort. It's just...
The unknown forces us out of our comfort zone. It forces us to be vulnerable.
Exactly. That's just what I was thinking.
Good. Then we are ready to begin.
Yoshi? Is she back yet? Let's see if I can see her. Where am I? Okay. Gotta go to the Citadel.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Look at that bug thing over there. That
They
Ashley.
built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
All right. let's see.
Please do not disturb the keepers. Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular relay monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Yo, oh, she's back. Hold on. Do you want to learn some trivia about Mass Effect you don't learn in the games? Which will definitely not be important later? I don't know. Where were we? That sounds, thankfully I've played through this game. That sounds like one of those things. Okay, Keepers.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Elizabeth Man Jack Harper, a mercenary and part of a special group under the command General Williams. During the First Contact War, Harper served on Shanxi, and in later days of the war, he, Ben Bishop, and Eva Kor were responsible for the capture of Turin General named this. Is this like fan fiction or something? Or is this something that the BioWare wrote? You gotta tell me what happened to this is one from one of the official novels. Wow. Yeah.
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
You forgot about the novels? Nice to meet another My Hero fan. The general they captured was Saren's brother. It's like, I don't know. Like those, you know, I never read any of the, like you would watch Star Trek, right? And then And then they have all these novels and like Star Wars, and they have all these novels where they embellish on the little details, you know. That I'm sure that independently they're fun to read if you're into those kind of things, but for those people who just follow, say, the movies or the shows, and they don't read the novels, you know, it's just like these little embellishments, like they don't mean much. Unfortunately, I'm just saying. So this is a My Hero reference. Ben Midori. Yeah, Hero All for All. I mean, I have those My Hero Academia games, but I hardly played them. Like the first one I played a little bit at the beginning, like a couple of chapters, and then after that I stopped. Let me see here. It is based on my OC, who is the son. Oh, okay. You're gonna lose me there because I don't know anything about My Hero. So Leon apparently follows My Hero. Is it on Netflix? I think it might be on Netflix. I need to watch it.
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity, a reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
Who is the mom?
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Gonna take a picture in front of the Relay monument.
Anyone else hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. Makes my teeth tickle.
Art doesn't normally do much for me, but that relay statue, I like.
Yoshi, you gotta wait half hour, sweetheart. And I know you already went out.
This place is a little too perfect. Like they're hiding something.
Sure is peaceful here.
How are we gonna position them? Oh, nice. Okay, now look this way, Caden. Okay, don't move, Caden. Don't you fucking move. Make sure Ashley is out of the fucking frame. Fuck you, Ashley. Okay, let's try this again. Ashley, you go over there. Okay, now we're good. Now don't move, Caden. Don't you dare move. Caden. Caden looks so sad. The commander just wants to take a memento. Okay, just... Can you look straight at the camera? He's looking towards the left. Okay, guess that will have to do. Here we go. Hide UI. Move that stupid mouse. There we go. Got it. We're supposed to go to the Citadel. So I guess that's how you manipulate the positioning of people. Do you think part of all for one quirk is stored in one for all? Oh my god. This elevator leads up to the Citadel Tower where the Council convenes to pass judgment on interstellar matters. Okay.
The Council isn't going to ask you any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
No one's skipping the fucking elevator. Because it's too fun. Oh, and it's too fast now. Garrus.
Zaren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the Council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Zaren.
Come across anything I should know about?
Zaren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard.
Oh.
Maybe they'll listen to you.
Caden is just cutting him off. Already sense the tension.
I like the fountain. Very soothing.
What are those cherry trees? I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked. What are those cherry trees?
You don't want to keep the Council waiting.
Oh, we gotta take a picture of Garrus. Come on. Ashley, you're always all over the place. Come on. Go away. Go away, Ashley. Go away. Go over there. And Caden, move over there. Okay. Oh, what? What is this? It's like the animation for the spray is just like stuck. It's funny. Alright, Because it what? Never thought that actually would make things interesting because it comes from him and his brother. Spoiler if you haven't seen it that far. Garrus looks disappointed. I don't know, his face is always like that though. The only thing that moves is like the flaps on both sides of the face. You always love the design of the aliens in Mass Effect series, yeah. My favorite moment is when they were looking at the that big ship at the beginning before they landed on that planet, and then the captain rewound the footage, and then they look at the spaceship, and then the flaps just like it went like like he was so shocked at what he saw, and then the flap went. Oh gosh. He's like the disapproving bro. Alright, let's see.
Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanar are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right. Though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the councilor's assistants.
Look at how pale he is.
Commander.
Jeez. Okay, I want to dot matrix him. Oh no!
It's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
I want to
The
talk to him
investigation
first.
by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard, the one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Oh, thanks for the follow, Ben.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
I don't want to attack him directly because it sounds like pathetic.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue.
Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that person.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You got a new fan, Leon. Your knowledge of anime is just too powerful. You like making friends on Twitch. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore everything we turn up. What was he saying? I missed what he was saying before that. What was the captain saying?
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
Oh.
Yeah. The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
I mean, I would. Oh, there it is. So would I. sometimes it needs to happen, you know? If it means that the threat is eliminated, then yes. Yes, so would I.
Sometimes 1,000 people must die so 1,000,000 can live.
Exactly.
But only if there's no other way.
But that's what I
Saren
meant.
didn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Tell me about Barlavon.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, specters. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
Honestly, it's all I've wanted. Find a nice group of people I can relate with topics like games, anime, and tech. What about... Oh, I already asked him about him and Saren.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation. But with him gone, things are still up in the air.
Yeah, Nihilus should have actually stayed close to us instead of going and doing his own thing. Like when I found your channel, I didn't know much about the difference in care from Intel and AMD, but I found myself getting my first Intel chip. Well, I'm glad that I made you switch. I don't know why people stick with AMD, it's horrible. Can't defend AMD, it's just bad. And I used to only buy like Radeon cards though. So like probably like the first 2 or 3 graphics card that I used to own for the PC. But once I switched to Nvidia, I was just like, oh my god. All the issues I had before were just like gone. Alright, let's see.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
You know, I really miss Jean though. Oh gosh. I think that's how we met on Shan's channel. think he was one of my first Justin TV viewers. The struggle to stream back then is just funny.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
And the funny thing about game streaming, I think people tend to forget that Origin, EA actually tried to was the first to actually create like a streaming app, you know, through Origin itself. I think that was before OBS. Before OBS was a thing, Origin had that streaming feature. If you play a game via Origin, and then you can also, I think you can add non-Origin games to Origin, and you can use the streaming capability. Because I remember playing that RPG from EA. What is it called? It's like an action RPG. Got a remastered HD version recently. What is that game called? It was this really big game, RPG. It's like an action RPG that has quests. It's like it plays more like an MMO. I think I got what is the name of that game? If I get the name, you'll say yes. Darksiders Crawl. It's more like Darksider. And then you take quests and then you complete quests, but it's like a fantasy fantasy world. World of Warcraft-ish. Kingdoms of Amalur. Because when that came out, I remember using Origin to stream that. Because like there was another streaming software before OBS became the standard. There was another streaming software, I forgot what it was called, and that was my go-to. And then Origin introduced that capability. You know, people say bad things about EA, but you know, EA did a lot of good things. You know, and they were the one who first did the client-based streaming thing. You know, way before even Steam does it. And then Steam doesn't even allow you to just use it to stream to Twitch. You know, you are EA. You can actually send it. You can stream to Twitch using. You can still do that now with Origin. So I can't remember what I used before OBS. It was super basic, and then before the other streaming software, there was also FMLE. Was it FMLE? It was the Adobe.
I should go.
The first.
I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything.
The first software we've ever used to stream is Adobe. And it was so hard to use. You remember using Adobe?
This is it. The very heart of the Citadel. The pinnacle of galactic power. Kind of makes your head spin if you think about it too much. You sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the council. I think that's supposed to be symbolic of their importance. I like the founder. Very soothing. You sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the council.
So, this is where the council passes judgment on all its little folk, huh? Ever get the feeling we're in over our heads, Commander? I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked. What are those, cherry trees? I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever
Your streams was so horrible back then. I thought my stream was okay, you know. It wasn't pixelated. It was just low res. It was 480p. And then you have to use the USB. What is it called? There's a name for it. Everyone was using that USB with the with the RCA cables to stream their games. I remember buying that. Those horrible early days of streaming. Still have fun now.
The Asari, the second species to join the Citadel, the Solarians are warm-blooded amphibians
Easy cap,
with a
yes.
hyperactive metabolism. Solarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Solarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan. Solarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Solarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellions several centuries later. Solarians are known for their observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they are letting on.
He never understood the resolution upload stuff when you started and had shifting internet, so I would set the speeds high that then you could handle.
The Elcor are... When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the Keepers, a docile, multi-limbed insect race that seemingly exists only to maintain and repair the Great Prothean Station. Early attempts to communicate with or study the Keepers were failures, and it is now illegal to interfere with or impede Keeper activity. Because they are completely non-threatening, Keepers have become virtually invisible to everyone else. Similarly, they seem indifferent to other species, except for their tendency to help new arrivals integrate themselves into the Citadel. No matter how many Keepers die due to old age, violence, or accident, they maintain a constant number. No one has discovered the source of new Keepers, but some hypothesize they are genetic constructs. Biological androids created somewhere deep in the inaccessible core of the Citadel itself. The
Is it autocorrect?
Biotics is the ability. Mass relays are feats of Prothean engineering advanced far beyond the technology of any living species. They are enormous structures scattered throughout the stars and can create corridors of virtually mass-free space, allowing instantaneous transit between locations separated by years or even centuries of travel using conventional FTL drives. Primary mass relays can propel ships thousands of light years, often from one spiral arm of the galaxy to another. However, they have fixed one-to-one connections. A primary relay connects to one other primary relay and nowhere else. Secondary relays can only propel ships across a few hundred light years. However, they are omnidirectional. A secondary relay can send a ship to any other relay within its limited range. There are many dormant primary relays whose corresponding twins have not yet been located. These are left inactive until their partner is charted, as established civilizations are unwilling to blindly open a passage that might connect them to a hostile species.
Okay, what was I trying to do here? Oh, I want to take a photo. I want to take a stylish photo. The lighting in this area is pretty bad. Makes them look really horrible. It looks bad. It doesn't look cute at all. Yeah, I want to do the dot matrix. Looks kind of cute there, I guess. Be closer. This really makes you want to play Mass Effect? You should. There's so many games. I mean, I know I have a lot that I need to play. And then here I am playing, like, re-releases, you know. Sometimes you're just in the mood for certain types of games, you know. And this game is always fun to play. Like, the first time I played this on the Xbox 360 was the first version of the game that I have. I played, like, 2 different characters. I have my male shepherd. I completed the game with the female shepherd even back then, and I played her again in the new Game Plus, and then like halfway in, and then I have the male shepherd also. I also have the male shepherd also, but I never finished the game with the male shepherd. I just couldn't tolerate the voice acting. I think I got to like the 3rd mission with the male shepherd, the 3rd main planet or main mission, and then I kind of stopped there. But yeah, I mean, have you actually played through the whole entire trilogy of Mass Effect? You should. You should stream it. It's fun to watch too. And fun to watch. I try to watch people play this, but a lot of those streamers are like, I don't know. You know, sometimes you're used to certain people, you know. I try to watch like new streamers and stuff that I don't know anything about, but you played through ME2 so many times. Yeah, you should do a trilogy playthrough. Did I miss anything up here? And I'm also trying to do Dragon Age. So I think I'm also going to do a Dragon Age trilogy. Go through the first one. I'm playing hard mode right now with the first one. And then I think I'm going to go through the second one and then replay the 3rd one. I never finished the 3rd one. I get close though, I think. With the, what's his name? Dact. The reverse Chad. Who used to have a face of a man. Remember Dact? And then I finally made her pretty. But yeah, I think Dact is like 100 hours in, and that game has massive content. I'll give them that. But the problem with Dragon Age Inquisition is just the battle system is not good, you know. If I pick up Legendary Edition someday, you might. Yeah, I had to really think about getting this one, you know, because I have the original trilogy. I heard I saw the issues they have with this one, with the lighting and facial animation for the first game. I think they fixed the facial animation because the example that they have where the faces look stiff was actually at the very beginning when you're talking to Joker and Caden. And when Caden smirked, it was just like you don't see the creases. But while I was playing this, and during that scene, he actually, when he did the smirk, he had all the creases and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, so they fixed the facial animation for the first game. And then there was a problem with the surround sound, but I found a fix also in the Steam forum. With the surround sound won't play. So I fixed that. So it's okay, it's good. The only reason why I picked this up was because the UI doesn't scale. So if you, and I play everything in 4K nowadays, and I tried playing Dragon Age Origins in 4K. Everything else, the UI was so small. If I keep playing like that, I'd go blind. So that's the only reason why I picked this up. Other than that, I think I would have stick with the original trilogy. So if you don't plan on playing in super high resolution, I'd say just stick with the original trilogy. It's fine. But if you plan on playing like 4K, yeah, all of the UI is also going to be really small. And they improve like some of the textures, I noticed. You know, a lot of the when you do close-up conversations, you know, there used to be a lot of low-res textures on the clothing, and they fixed that. I mean, they still look kind of blocky, but you know, much better now. Yeah, I know the problem with with me playing all these games is my obsession with MOBAs. Because Heroes of the Storm, you know, just when you play a MOBA, or I used to play World of Warcraft, I only, you know, the end game for me was the PvP. You know, it's just, you get immediate gratification. You know, you jump into a match. So that whole feeling of doing something that's, you know, completing a whole experience in like half hour. Every match you go in, you know, you get to feel that build up. So, and then you feel like you completed something. You completed the match, so you feel like you completed the game. And then you want to play it over and over and over again. I know that's my weakness now. So, you know, I try to curb my... Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you boot up Heroes of the Storm, you just stick with it for a couple hours, you know? I think that's the same problem people have with games like, yeah, you know, like Dead by Daylight has that same quality too. You jump into a match, you feel like you completed something, you know?
I haven't spoken to him before. This is the first time I've requested an audience.
But, yeah, I do want to take a break though. Let's see. It's 10 o'clock. Yeah, I have to take care of Yoshi. She's over here actually throughout that whole entire time I was talking. She wants her daily treat, so let me go take care of her. And I will be back a little later. Thanks for being here. And congrats again. Bye-bye. Auntie, you caught me at the tail end of my stream. I'll be back probably in a half hour. Bye-bye.